Hey everybody, hope you all had a nice long weekend. Let's get back into the swing of things with the weather factor. Meteorologist Matt McInerney here. The weather is starting to heat up. Let's take a look at an even hotter pitching matchup as the Braves host the Marlins at Turner Field with two good young hurlers going. The weather in Atlanta looking to be cloudy with temperatures right around 70 at game time, dropping to the low 60s later on. The wind will be blowing out to right around 10 miles an hour, giving lefty power guys an advantage. Later on, that wind blows across from left to right, but that still gives a small boost to balls hit to right field. There is a 60% chance of rain, primarily isolated thunderstorms, which could have an effect on the game. Generally, pitchers tend to lose a little bit of control when the ball gets wet, but it does add some movement to their pitches. If they're able to spot up with the wet ball, they will be very effective. Meanwhile, as a hitter, you gotta stay aggressive but selective, looking for one of the pitcher's mistakes to drive. The visiting Marlins will toss young righty phenom Jose Fernandez. Jose doesn't even turn 22 until July, and he's already a top pitcher in the game. Last season in the 60s, he had 2 outings, and both were solid, quality starts, combining to allow only 9 hits and 3 walks in 13 innings while striking out 16. He's followed that up pretty well with 2 solid starts in the 60s this season with a ridiculous 33-6 strikeout to walk ratio. He's also been good against the Braves, holding them to 8 hits over 2 starts. The Braves will also look to one of their young starters in left-hander Alex Wood. Wood is off to a dazzling start this year as well as in these conditions. He's a perfect 3 for 3 in quality starts with great numbers. He's only allowed 4 earned runs in 22 innings with a .95 whip, along with a 4-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. In 2013, he had 1 strikeout per inning and a solid 2.5 ERA in these conditions. Now let's peer into how some of the hitters in tonight's game perform in the 60s. First, for the visiting Marlins, Stanton is off to a sizzling start, coming into Monday night's actions with 26 RBIs. He only needs 10 more for the all-time MLB record and has 10 games remaining to do so. 8 of those ribbies have come in the 60s. However, last season, he had only .214 with 1 homer in this weather. Also keep an eye out for Christian Yelich. The sophomore outfielder has a 14-game hit streak entering Monday's action and has dominated in these temps in his young career, hitting .414 this year and .423 last season. Make sure to upgrade to the pro version of the weather factor to see player stats for the Atlanta Braves, but here's a few to get you started. Freddie Freeman is off to a hot start and is even hotter in the 60s. He owns a terrific .405 average and a 1.160 OPS with 5 extra base hits, including 2 homers. In 2013, he also raked to the tune of a .365 average in this weather. Another interesting matchup to keep an eye on will be power against power. Fernandez versus Upton. Upton is a big home run hitter who's prone to the strikeout. He's already hit 3 of his 6 homers in these conditions, but he's also struck out 18 times in 40 at-bats. We'll definitely expect Upton to have a few swing and misses tonight. There you have it, folks. The weather factor expects a solid pitcher's duel with some elevated strikeout totals, so old-fashioned baseball fans should sit back, relax, and enjoy 2 young aces paint a couple of masterpieces. We'll see you later.